Hey, so I wanted to talk about furnace and heating systems and why we're recommending to have them maintained. Again, in our industry, there's a ton of different furnaces, all different sizes, all different types, all different brands. A couple common factors with them is they're all what's called a forced heat system. So there's a flame that is burning inside of a chamber that has airflow passing over it, forcing the air over a casted piece. And inside that chamber, I want you to think of that as like a radiator or like an exhaust system. And that the fumes that it's burning to make the heat source has to escape. Well, when you look outside and you see like whether you have like two holes or a single hole, that's allowing fresh air to come in and the exhaust to come out. So we're burning propane, and propane has a natural garlic byproduct in it called ethanol mercaptan. That's going to attract all your spiders, bees, mud daubers. Over the years, I've found baby bats, baby sparrows, mice, rats, you name it. They come after that smell thinking that it's a food source, like we're barbecuing. So a lot of times when owners come in and they don't have like a bug screen on there, we're always recommending to put bug screens on the furnaces to prevent stuff from getting inside of them. But even then, little, moss, little critters, little things get inside there. So depending on how much you're using the furnace, every 1 to 2 years, sometimes even as far out as every 3 years, we recommend that you do a furnace service. And this is all based off of how much you're using it. There is a burner inside, there's electrodes inside. Sometimes that stuff needs to be taken apart and cleaned. There is gaskets on the furnace that can go bad too. So if you're operating the furnace, you may not know, but the furnace itself is actually putting CO2, carbon dioxide, into your coach. And that can be unhealthy for you, can cause headaches, allergies, nasal, eyes, all kinds of irritants. So when we're doing furnace services, we have a meter that we're actually going in and firing up and checking to see, if it's in the limit, if it's sensing to tell us that there's a CO smell that's not within the regulated parameters that's going to cause you to get sick or damaged. So on a furnace service, we're testing the overall operation, we're blowing it out, we're doing a visual inspection, we're checking like the PC boards, the connections, the electrodes, the burners, the burner chambers. There's two actual fan wheels in there. So when that furnace comes on, we call it the sequence of operation. You go to turn on your thermostat, it's calling for ignition. The furnace motor starts to spin. Once it gets up to a certain speed, then there's something that was referred to as a sail switch, kind of like a boat sail. Well, it catches the wind, opens up, then it allows the propane it tells the gas valve, hey, go ahead and turn on. The gas valve's now being introduced. At the same time, it's sparking the gas, igniting the flame, and then now that's burning in that chamber. So all those different items, they can, it's just like anything else. They can fail at any time. Things come loose, they shake, they rattle, overuse, not being used enough. But when that fan motor comes on, there's two fan blades on there. So we've all had a house ceiling fan that spins and gets dirt and stuff built up on it. Well, that 8-inch fan blade that's in there, those require every so often to be blown out and cleaned. And then on the exhaust side, there's a 1.5 to 2-inch fan, which same thing, it needs to be blown out and cleaned. So if you have pets inside the coach, the lint, hair, dirt, dust, you name it, will collect on those fans. It can even prevent the sail switch from opening up. So owners will call up and say, hey, my furnace isn't working. I can hear it come on, but it's not firing up. What do I need to do? I need to come in and get it diagnosed. Well, could be, a bad board, bad limit switch, bad cutoff. There's a bunch of stuff that can be wrong. But traditionally, a lot of times that furnace just needs to be serviced. So again, the furnace services depend on how much you're using them. And it's just something to protect you and your family while you're out camping. So, and who wants to be cold? Anyways, we hope you enjoyed this. I hope this was informational, give you a little bit of background on a furnace service. We have lots of pictures online and in our photo albums on Facebook that you can actually see furnaces torn apart and different pests and stuff inside there, and reasons why we talk about the bug screens and the different things on them. So thank you so much for watching.